I like the city design too a lot. I kind of envisioned it to be more spaced out, more like this, you know, where you have big areas between the buildings and nothing quite like this. But originally when I started doing it like this, I sort of thought, well, it's okay, you know, for the iron and copper and the basic stuff, sure, and then we can spread out and sprawl out and make it a bit bigger as we went out, and that's what I started doing. So we're getting there to be what I envisioned a little bit. Custom category would be handy. Yeah, just use search more. I think if you type it, put in the first letter, search automatically. Is there a really cool way for me to do that without having to do much hand movement? Yeah, by default, just typing in a letter doesn't do it, so I got to go up there and click it, and yeah, my hand's comfy at the WSA and D position, and my other hand's on the mouse. It's a real problem, and if I start doing that, then I can't complain about it anymore. Nah, fuck all that. So much of their frames are still really far behind. Screws, I think I got cut up. In case of industrial beams, I think I got cut up because that was lacking because of the steel beams, which I've got sorted down below. Still, pipes have always been fine, but modular frames need to be sped up, and I think that was lacking because the reinforced plates were a little bit slow. The reinforced plates were a little bit slow because of, I think, the iron sheets weren't coming in fast enough, which I can overclock, but I need to... Who calls? Really? Nobody ever answers. Nobody. Stop it. I don't know who you are. Fuck out of here. I would need to increase the miner, which means kind of overhauling this a little bit. Or no, not the miner. Get the, well, yeah, level up the miner, but then get the smelters, which is what this is, which I was working on at the start of the stream, but then power, and yeah. So, I guess we can do... I mean, there's no, like, really awesome, cool way to do it. What if it's free kebab? Then they just need to deliver it. They don't need to call and ask. Just deliver the damn thing. Going to be a little bit wild, but I'm just going to have splitters just come down as a line, I think. It's not very efficient, and these guys will barely ever get any. I don't know. Or, no, mergers, rather. These guys will barely be able to get any on right, because I'm coming in through the back, so that'll be fine. But the outputs here, right? Mergers. We'll see. Maybe I can have, like, a line of belts. How many mergers can I fit in here? Like 3? That'd be kind of cool. Let me get some plates. I need you to link up with both of these. But it'd be something like that. So we just get this like really fat throughput lane. All of these pump out onto this one line that's flying out of here. Because it's a Mark IV and goes absolutely insane. And then from there it gets split off, I guess. The alternative being using this wild menagerie of lifts at different heights and just carpeting the ceiling with belts and having them all come out through windows, which is also a possibility. Be like, let's get a door, I guess here. Yeah, and here. Concrete. Concrete. Give me that. And then the upper bits would be like wall conveyor for outputs. That could get like really nasty. But I'm kind of okay with it. And if vehicles worked, I'd be able to just like have these output onto a station. Like I really want vehicles to work so I could have these output onto a station and just have cars driving around everywhere. The streets would be filled. The streets would have to be like 5 wide because all the vehicles are so fat. But I'd have all these vehicles driving around doing deliveries and stuff. Man, that'd be fucking great. I can't fit trains in here. That'd be cool too, though. Because knowing me, I'd totally have a train just go, like, just across my base as it is now. Just this little, like, 80-meter route. That'd be great. I'd love it. So you'll probably need a higher ceiling than this. Make them fit. I'll do it. Okay. How are we doing? How are we doing this? I don't even know what belt I would need. I have no idea. This is going to be an iron floor. Base, you're putting out 30 per minute. So that's 240 per minute total without any overclocking. Per side, because there's 8 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. 8, 16, 240 per minute. So in the end, a Mark III belt would work. But otherwise, we could just go with like the Mark I stuff outputting onto the main line. That's a Mark III belt. Okay. If I'm doing it that way. But I could also go with just standard belts. It'd be a bit of a headache trying to get the belts working for something that needs like a lot of input. I don't know of very much that needs like smelted iron at more than 60 per minute though. So maybe it'll be alright. But we'll do lifts. So you can be like that. It'd be a couple more notches up. That's not right. This is getting pretty tall. I mean, if I have you come out just a bit, we could hugely truncate this. That looks fucking wild. Yeah, let's truncate a bit and have so we'll have 4, and then you guys can come out a bit. Nah. Like that. And then we can sort of redo it. But I think I have to change the stepping of this though. Because like you're okay for that wall, you're okay for that wall. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Let's just go for it and see what happens, you know? Sometimes it's how you gotta do it. That's way out. That's not right at all. And then you guys might need risers. I don't know if these are even high enough to like cross. Floor's too steep. Well, that's a good error message to have. Is there a limit height for the elevators? Yeah, it's pretty fucking high though. They can go a pretty good distance, and you can chain them together. So let's just say for the moment, we'll do that. Mark 1 belt I'm using. This is fucking wild. What the hell am I doing? Man. I think it might work, though. Ah, that's too long. Okay. Only just, though. Man. Alright. Well, that's okay, because I could get a stacker in there then. So... like, I'm just kind of winging it right now, and we'll see what happens and how it works. And then we'll clean it up later. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. You're right in. Right, this is working quite nicely. And you're right in. And just spaghetti it, I guess. Is that what the kids are saying? Is that the right lingo? Oh, jeez. I missed the train with yeet. I don't know where the fuck that came from or why, but I guess that's a thing. God damn, what am I doing? What am I doing? Part of me's thinking, like, because you guys output at 30. These belts carry 60. I could merge them onto a Mark 1 belt. Yeah, kind of like what Hans is saying. Like, the other idea that I had was just, like, the line of mergers. And I have two really thick lines. Like, really thick, fast lines that are filled to the brim. And then from there, I just split off where I need them. Because, like, if I got one building that's like, oh, this is a really heavy iron building, then I have one of the really thick lines just head into it like an artery, and then maybe I have, like, a vein come off into another building if that just needs a little bit. But, like, this way, like, I'm gonna have to merge it at the buildings, and I don't think this is the way to do it. Like, this is fucking wild, and I like that you could do it this way, but I don't think this is the way. So I'm gonna tear some of this down, and I think I'm gonna go for my first idea with the line of mergers. And we'll just have a really thick line coming through. Or two. So, like, you'll be a double window. There. That's our output. I just wanted to see. I was curious. If I wasn't streaming, I may have just continued to go along with it and spent all day getting it and then be like, wow, that's fucking wild. And then just done it the other way for the copper floor. Because I still have to do this again for copper, because this is all iron. In fact, I might need another iron floor, to be honest. Because these 8 smelters, they're 8 because I've got the Mark II miner that I can make. And a Mark II miner on top of a pure iron node, which I'm surrounded by, needs 8 smelters to work. So this is one mine. This is a second mine. And there's a bunch of them around. Also need to take crossings into account, like belt 3 needed to go past belt 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. I think this might be the better way. So logistics, splitter. We'll go with two lines. Or no, merger. You're right on the edge. Is that? I don't think that's how I had it. Hold on. On the far edge of that metal bar. Yeah, and they don't need to merge together, that's fine. But you'll just be a line. Can you not be like that? Can I get both lines? No? Okay. Fine. There we go. If I want to split the main line, have an empty space between the belts. Also, the splitters can work with no space to prevent you from placing new lines above or below. I mean, the splitting will happen like at the factories. I don't think it'll be much of a problem. Because I'll probably have both of these lines immediately just go right into the iron factory that I've got here. Maybe I split one of them off oddly and head off elsewhere, but I don't know where that would be. I'm not sure. The smelters do 30 per minute. So with 8 of them, that is 260. No, 240. Which is less than a Mark III belt. Got last one. Okay. Fucking hell. Hey, there's Shabby. The real Shabby this time. The man with gun tried to do a sneaky beep boop earlier. Made me think it was you. Nothing to worry about. I'm used to whenever I see beep boop that it's you coming in. So when Demand said beep boop, I was like, oh, Shabby. No, no, it's not him. Never mind. How? Why? Oh, well. Okay. And a Mark III lift. Out the windows. And then you guys can just be the Mark I conveyor belts, because this is... You'll have really slow output. Down the road, we can crazy overclock all this stuff. And then these will turn into Mark II belts, and the mainline will be a Mark IV belt. But and I don't know when that'll be. I can't imagine, and I don't want to think about it. Alright, now how the f do I power all of you? Maybe. I need more cables. Mark I poles going down the center? What? No. Well, maybe. Maybe they fit. I don't know. I'll check. Remind me to check. If they fit, that'd totally work, and that'd be cool. Can put poles on mergers and splitters. Only if I drag out from them, I've noticed. There's a very particular way to do it, and so if I have to do it that way, then I will. But let me try this first. It seems like this is potentially gonna work, but I don't know if I'm gonna like the look of it. Okay. So... yeah, okay, they do fit nicely there. Actually, I could even squeeze one of these in. Nice. But let's do it a nice and easy way. And then you feed over to here, which feeds these two. And then you feed to here, which feeds these two. And then to here. Good thing I don't need transformers. Could you imagine? Yeah, you don't fit as cleanly. That's alright, though. And then we rip out this wall. And maybe this wall also. You can get a Mark II pull. Connect ya. Connect ya. Oh my god, did you hear that just then? All right. That sound. Oh my god. Man, this is pretty wild to look at. Alright. Set you all to iron. Which I think I've already done on this side. Just making sure. And stay on the mergers. Oh yeah, they'll be no, they're still yellow regardless. Okay. Just do it from back here, damn it. Okay. So those are all set and happy. We just need to get their inputs. Which, yeah. Well, you're copper. You can stay. For now. But you. And there's another iron, like, just behind this wall, too, that I can get. There's so much of the iron. How's Germany going? Very well. I hugely enjoyed it. I'm very happy to be back. This will turn into a miner Mark II. Which I need portable miners for, and it's also encroaching because these are ever so fucking slightly larger. Oh well. Although it could be this belt that was in the way. We'll see. What a mess all this is. What the hell? Ah, there's the miner. Okay. Just need to make one more. Who needs copper anyway? No, we got enough of it. Well, saying that, actually, I probably should reconnect this, actually, really, like, before it's too late. Whoa. I'll probably get rid of these two. Because I actually chowed through the copper wiring really fast. But I'll do it a bit sloppy. Or... Ah, one of us going into... Right, okay. Wait, you're a splitter? Ah, right. That's right. Okay, got it. Deal. So you straight through, and then splitter. Reconnect it there. And back into there. And then you go up. You go up to that. They're both too steep. Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. There. It's fine. It's okay. It's temporary. And then you guys need power. And they need to be connected. Okay. There. Everything's fine. Copper, obviously, because that's what you're being fed. Don't even know why it asks. Okay. Ugh. So what was it doing here? I forgot. Ah, yeah, I was working on feeding that. Right. But I needed another little hand miner thing. Yeah, I'm doing the, doing copper in the next story. But it might also be another iron floor out there. I don't know. It could be the bottom two floors are iron, and then the copper comes at the very top. We will see, because there's a bunch of iron for him to mine up and get. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah, not quite. 240 per minute. The search bar in the build menu is now always visible, and pressing the spacebar gives focus to it. Space activates search. No, it fucking does not. In the build menu queue. Okay. Yeah, there. But I don't want it here. Why would I want it here? What about the craft menu? There's a search in the craft menu too. Why not do it both? Why do they half-ass literally everything? Every single aspect of this game is half-assed in some way, shape, or form. What the fuck? How do I get this to split off into 8 different things evenly? We'll have to have like this wild splitter array. Oops. Come on, get it, get it. Almost, almost. Yeah, okay, fine. Let them know in the forums. Can I actually access their forums without creating a trillion accounts? Probably not. You guys are all gonna end up moving to a completely different location. That'll be interesting to route. Kieran's gonna have to go to bed. Can't stay up for 18 hours straight anymore. I know that feeling, man. Jeez. You get to a certain age and it's just like, I can't stay up past like 10 hours. Wow. Take it easy, Kieran. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck with the shift change. Just let them backfill and spill over to the next machine. Yeah, but if I were to want them to be balanced... I'd want one to split to 2 to split to 4. And then each of them split to 8? Like, that'd be fucking wild looking, right? Because, like, you'd split off into a dude. And then you could split off into 2. And that gives me 2 on this side. But I need you to split off... Yeah, I mean, I can do them vertically too. I'm just trying to see. So you split off into 2. So there's 6. But you guys would need to split off again. I don't think this is right. Because I need 4 on this side, and then we can just copy it over and be okay on that side. But you're splitting. And you're splitting. Man, I'm not sure. That's awkward to balance. Unless I did... You split... fully. So I mean that'd be 3, 6, 9. But then one of your outputs I ignore, but then it won't be balanced. Should be a mirror. Yeah, it'll have to be a mirror. It's an even number of belts that I'm going for. I mean, I would need 4 splitters, 2 of their outputs each, in the end. That's what we'd be going after. Right? So it'd be like... There. There's the 8. We need to fill all of these inputs, which would be done with just the 2 splitters. Here and here, which we feed with 2 sets to keep it balanced. So then we'd have to feed both of these So then this one splits into two, which split off into these? Is that right? Oh my god. That's a bunch. Right? Something like that? Is this right? This one splits off to two, and then you split off into two, and you split off into two, and then both of these split off into that. And then we get 8 outputs coming out. You drew a picture in Discord. Man. I don't want alt tab. I think it's pretty fucking nutty though. One, two, 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 four. Yeah, that's how I had it, I think. $16 outputs, right? Or is the other line fed from elsewhere? In the end, the stack of 4, you just use the 2 outputs. You have the 1 input, and then you just use 2 outputs, and the third output you just ignore. MS Paint art. Ooh. Well, that's worth looking at then. Okay. So you've got inputs on the left goes into the 1. I'm not sure this makes sense to me, actually. I'm sorry to say. The equals is 2 belts next to each other. Okay. But you've got the one guy splitting off into 2. And then each of those split off into 2 more. Okay, hold on. Let me try to replicate this. Like, it completely doesn't matter, though. That's the awesome thing about it. I get to have people just rage at me through the computer screens. So you've got your main output splits off. And then this is going... You've got one here, and then you've got one here. That's one of the main outputs, right? Or the dash is the main output. So then you've got... Same on the other side. That's another main output here. So that's 2 of the 8. But then these guys are splitting off also into 2 more. And then that's the other 4 outputs. We take 2 from each of those. That was 4 instead of 8. That's 4 instead of 8. Oh. I think it's 6. Because you've got 1 split, 2 split out, 1 split, 2 split out. And we could have 2 outputs on this one, 2 outputs on this one, because that's fine. Those outputs exist on the 3rd split. This splits once, twice, and then out on here is your other ones, right? Man, Twitch chat communication, yeah, that's rough stuff. I think I get it, though. I think I got it. Oop. There goes Nightbot. Ah, Jesus, Nightbot. I fucking hate that Nightbot's like, I'm giving you a warning, but also deleting your message in every message that you've ever sent. Jesus. Need to move the one in the middle front. You need to move the one in the middle. Front needs to go to the... You need to move the one in the middle. Front needs to go to the left one. Dude, these pronouns? I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I give up. It's confusing. Your instructions are very unclear for me. I can't do it, and your ASCII art doesn't really make sense either. I think it does, but it also at the same time, I'm not sure which ones are the main outputs and which ones are just leading to another splitter. I don't know. 240 per minute. So Mark 3. Heading in. We could clamp onto the side of this. And then we just have like this massive wall of splitters at some point over there. Although I guess I should do it over here. Because there's not as much room as I'd like here, actually. Here's one. You're, like, in the middle of it all, annoyingly. You're the middle one. You're that one. Oh, Han showed something in Discord. Yeah. The one splits into two. The two also split into two. And then the two that those are split into are the main outs. As well. Okay, so these ones here, bit of a strange spot. Those I might have to route with the conveyor lift inside, outside, and route it through a window or something. Yeah, it's a lot more clear in MS Paint. Yeah, you work. Okay. So we can still go for a left. Left or right doesn't really matter. We'll go left, I suppose. Okay. But I can't get up yet. I really need a ramp there, huh? Very rough terrain here. Yeah, I'm about to. As it should. Yeah, I mean, that's a very fat ramp. Put the smaller ramp in there. There. That should maybe do it. Good. Such a water hazard. So now if I fall in, oh no, I fell in, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh wait, no, there's a foundation over here. Bang, and I'm up. Cool. Why is the water so noisy? Is it? Oh, I think I know what you mean, yeah. It's like there's a waterfall around here somewhere, but the waterfall's actually like way back there. I don't know why it's so loud right here. I'm not sure where all the water noise is coming from in this direction. Okay. So. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the splitter thing over here. That's just gonna be how it is. And then once more. Ish. There. So the main split, Mark III belt. Wham, right in. Mark II belt. Mark II belt. And then the rest of these can be Mark I belts. Invalid shapes. Well, let me tell you about invalid shapes. Okay. And then that's 2, 4, 6, 8. They each of the outputs, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, are all 1, 2 splits away. So every output will be on the third split is the output. So that's that. And then I could use the lifts to squeeze it in a little bit, I think, right? Is that okay? Just like lift you guys up on top. You both have 2 outputs and your inputs. I think I might be able to. Just one of your inputs will be over here. And the other one can be, I mean, technically over there, but I think we got some belts in the way here. But I think generally that'd be fine. Alright, you can't go up just one floor. Right. So I'd have to do like what I did with the steel, where I have to do this crazy up and around type thing. Yeah, it's alright. I'll keep on with this. I hear children outside. Where are the children outside? Is that legal? Huh. So then the 8 lines. And I'd really like to be able to do this down here. This fucking lime in the way, though. I could rotate it and maybe then I can squeeze them in. Or I could have it... just like 4 belts come over and then they split again when they're down here. Yeah, that could work. Getting over to these guys might be a bit of a pain. I might have to do turn them sideways a little bit so they point that direction. That'll be another hurdle though. Let's move this around. What? Can you not? Where? What? Okay, I guess that way. Strange. Mark 2 belt. Ta-da! These kids these days, all about graphical fidelity over gameplay. No wonder they're playing real life. Oh man, they should just stay inside. What time even is it? Good God. No, it's like 11:30. Jesus. Been at this for a little while. So we'll have these last splits then come in afterwards. So we get 4 splitters down there, splitting it all. So these belts can come out. Into a nice stack. What's our plan for this kind of mine? Are we using a Mark II fully overclocked? Currently just standard clocked. So that way I still have the headroom to overclock it if I need to. But currently I don't think I use enough to need that. Maybe, I don't know, we'll find out. I'm sure I'll regret saying that real soon. It's a bit wild looking, but I can still get beneath it this way. Oh man. You just lost power in the better entire fucking house. How? Why? You encounter one of those real-life power bugs. You guys ever have that clipping bug that happens sometimes when you wake up? That hard crystally shit that is in your eyes sometimes actually like clips through your eyelashes into your eye. So you have to spend like the entire morning trying not to die and fishing it out. Bullshit, man. What the fuck's it even doing in there? Why does it even exist? I'm convinced their very existence is a bug. And then they do that. It's like, ugh. Rip ice cream in the freezer. Oh. But if you have like a decent freezer, it should be able to hold its temp for a really long time. Okay, so you're coming through. So 4 splits. Can I stack these? I think these I can stack, right? Let me get another pole going. Ideally the same orientation that you're currently at would be a nice game. Are we calling that the same? I guess so. Temporarily. Just give it some legs. Now there's people talking outside. What the fuck? Where do they do this? Can I maybe get a... No, the foundation will be really fat. Let's not do that. That'll be way too big. But it's got legs now, so that looks okay. And then we can get rid of this. Because that was just for the spacing, for the splitters. And then we... You've got an invalid shape. How's that invalid? What? You throwing a fit because of these? No. What? Why? Game, why are you doing this? Okay, fine. So I'll just have them down here then. Apparently. Okay. And then the great splitting begins. Aha. You're all wrong. Okay. They're all backwards because the game doesn't realize. That's fine. I'll have to start the conveyor belt inside. And that's okay. Do I need the lifts for some of them? Maybe? We'll find out. We'll see how gracious the game feels. Okay. Like, you could just go straight in. You don't need a lift. You also probably won't need a lift. You're also probably quite okay without a lift. And tentatively you as well. But these guys are starting to get far enough away out that it could be a slight problem. I might need a bit of stacking just to get them over a bit, because they're pretty far away. So let's go ahead and do that. Try to find a reasonable spot for it. Yeah, that'll need to come over more. So you can ride in. No. Just seeing what I can... Why is it so jagged here even? What's the point? God damn it. Fuck nature, man. There. And then you can come in, but you too might need a bit of a lift. Oh, can't afford. That's a strange message to get. Okay. Alright, Leffler, heading out. Wanted to leave you with a note that I think the rock wall is too close on the other side of your building. You may have problems getting belts to connect. Yeah. The first few here, it's going to be a struggle. But I've got room on the back of these, so I can lift it before I get to the wall. So I've prepared for that. So I'll have to have these guys' inputs lift up, and we'll just like wrap around. We'll figure it out. I left room for it. Take it easy, Leffler. Thanks for the help today, and have a good one. You always get the can't afford message? Yeah, me too, man. It's like, oh, that's a cool thing. And brr, can't afford. I guess I was just browsing anyway. Damn it. Or like anytime I get like a magazine catalog of stuff, it's like, oh, look at all the stuff that I can't currently afford. Awesome. Alright, I didn't even need lifts like at all. I thought I might need to for some of the ones back here because they're kind of far away. But these are all connected now. Yep. And okay. We currently have no power because, well, what are you connected to? What? Whatever you're connected to, it's off the grid. Or, wait, no, it's not. What happened to our grid? Apparently I got rid of like a really integral part of our power system. There's a few missing belts on the iron supply. Well, yeah, I mean, that needs to be redone still, if that's what you mean. Where's... Nothing's on the grid. What? Like, it won't even let me try to reset these. From the top 2 splitters in the stackables near the inputs. Oh. Okay. I don't understand what's happened here. We ran out of fuel. The poles, I can't reset them because they're on like their own circuit. Like, we're out of power, that's good and fine. We're not producing power because we don't have power, which is good and fine. I'll put together some more fuel. And you're empty, so I can take you out, and I'll swap you out now. Ah, maybe that was the issue. We finally ran out. Mark 1 belt. Because that entire time we were just draining the storage container. So now that that's done, you guys can continue coming by. Up and in. I'll need to provide you with a bit of power, though, to get started. I hear children laughing outside. Since when do kids laugh? What? What is this world? Europe is weird. Cheers. It's still weird to me that I can't reset. Can't reset because I'm out of power, but that's when you can reset. That's why you reset. I don't know. You don't have playing kids in America? No, not unless they're watched by like 10 parents in their cars, stalking each other's children, pretending like they're keeping them safe. Fucking creepy, man. It's like back when I was going to school. There we go. Okay. I couldn't reset it because we never ran out of power because we cut power because we were out of fuel before it could overload. Weird. Okay. I've never had that happen. Wasn't sure what to expect. Keep everything off for the moment, I guess? Well, no. Give me these. And give me these. We can maybe get by with just 2 for a minute. I don't know. Oh, shit. What? Oh, yeah, they still have fuel in them. Right, of course. There we go. Now they ran out. So split this a bit more. Have a little more. You need a bit. I can maybe get by with just 2 for a bit. Unless we get like a really huge, crazy Omega cool spike. You follow them around by car? Yeah, if you're like at the bus stop. Back in my day, when you went to the bus stop, you walked out by yourself with your backpack. And you stand at some person's driveway, because that's the bus stop. And the bus comes by and picks you up. And that's it. But nowadays, there's like designated bus stops, and the parents all drive their kids to the bus stop, and they'll either watch the kids from their car, or the kid will stay inside the car until the bus is there, and then they'll escort the child to the bus. It's the weirdest fucked up thing. It is absolutely wild. You just look outside and there's just like a couple kids there and 5 cars. Should I call the police? What? It doesn't seem right. Just monitoring this until we get some fuel coming by. Which should be, yeah, pretty soon. Yeah, I think that line just ran empty because I was pulling from a storage container rather than from the miner that's way out there. So we just stopped making fuel and just ran out. But we never like blew the circuit breaker, which is interesting to me. Why not drive them to the destination then? I don't know. Because parents are too busy, question mark? But it's a really, really wild world in America. But you never really realize how wild it is in America until you leave America and you see how other countries do it. And then you realize, like, wow, this is weird. That's weird that we do that. It's fucking strange that we, at the very beginning of our morning, somebody comes over on the loudspeaker in the school and we all stand up, put our hands on our hearts, and stare at a flag and sing and chant along with his voice over a loudspeaker. It was totally normal for us, but that's what we did every single morning. Pretty fucking wild to think about, really. But that's what you do. That's the Pledge of Allegiance. I swear allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and for the Republic, or to the Republic, for which it stands, one nation, under God, which is a really iffy part, the whole under God thing. We're still trying to figure out how we feel about religion. And then something about indivisible in one nation for all, etc., etc., and then we sit down and stuff, and God. Fucking every morning. Looks like we're okay though. Everything's running and happy and gaining. I think we're alright. Okay. Gotta get that propaganda in early. Yeah, that's what it is. Call it what it is. It's propaganda. It's a bit brainwashy, but ah, yeah. I never connected you guys, right? So you wait. Not one. You're into there. You're into here. This water. This fucking water. Oh, now it's too high. Okay, fine. Fine. Jesus Christ. Somebody's gonna come by this planet and think I'm a precursor race or something. It's like, wow, they hated water. Jeez, water must kill them or something. No, it's just really annoying. Can't afford. Again? But I just got my plate supply.